this team is on a 5-game winning streak, and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today. He said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Ollie, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Tar Heels offense will have the football first. And out there ready to hunt is this terrific linebacking core. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what do coaches talk about? Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Rush is on him. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Working that left side now. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Catch in the middle. It's Mosley. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the game, and they move the sticks. Again, it's Carr. That's reeled in. It's Porter. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most...
He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of to make big...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
I'm kind of glad they put face.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. To the air, it's Edwards. Makes the grab. There's a crease. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The give is to Williams. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
How about the ball carrier on that explosive play? Backed up inside his own 10-yard line and is running out in the open field, making people miss, and finally giving his offense some room to operate, really get this drive going.
With the catch, it's Flanagan. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. The run inside. It's Williams. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Carr to throw. Looking left. It's complete. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something late.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. To the air, it's Edwards. Makes the grab, it's Ship. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Got it behind the line, it's Thurman. Smacks it with the stiff arm. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He just won't take a big hit. Slides off guys, makes moves. He's down to the 21. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, Plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Now they'll try the right side. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you could tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again? You're going to force them to pass the football.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down.
Interception.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Ship. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get...
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, North Carolina!
The pick.
The extra point here would tie the game.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful. I
agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. He rifles one deep to the left. Leap and grab for a big gain.
I caught that.
Down inside the 35, stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. To the air again, Carr. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, in the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow, the confidence, the familiarity with each other within. Obviously, there's a lot of time that's a big deal, the rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So we'll see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
At the end of that last play, there is a Tar Heel down on the field and shaken up. Carr. This time it's complete. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Thurman. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Tar Heels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll try it again. Might have a chance.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Got his man. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Throwing, Carr. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. Just an ill-advised play by the defender to make contact with the quarterback after the throw, and it cost his team. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over it. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for space. It's Mobley. Picks up the first down. Gets away from one. He's got space. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
Field plays.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They've got him penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got great speed, and the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
That's caught. It's Gilbert. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Grabbed along the sideline, and he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Leaves it with the back. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with Middle Tennessee State taking on the number 22 team, the Kansas Jayhawks. And it's the Blue Raiders with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in South Bend. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Mobley. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with Notre Dame's head coach coming out of the locker room. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. On the move, it's Mobley. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Under fire. Trying to get away. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt, wants to make a play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
That's caught. It's shipped. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Under fire. And down he goes. A defense bringing the heat.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
What up? Ready for school, Colton?
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Mobley. There's some room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got North right away and was able to make a big-time play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles...
There he goes! Got enough for the 1st. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Quick release by the QB. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Here's Carr to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Makes the grab. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Tackled there by the defense.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on 1st down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Quickly complete. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the left.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Makes the grab. It's Thurman. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Chambers. Here's a heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright, and the least amount of hits as possible.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Here we go, ready. Go.
Carr. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Through 3 quarters of play, and both of these quarterbacks have been impressive. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The Irish will open the 4th with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Carr. Here comes the heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Carr. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Makes the grab on the left. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And the nice thing about late in the football game, when you have the lead, you kind of know the defense will get aggressive. You might get some man coverage. They get it to their receiver out wide. I love the...
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
As a quarterback, it's no fun playing against 3-4 defenses when they can get pass rushes from the interior of their defensive line. How can you complete throws against this defense if you can't step up into the pocket?
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Snagged out of the air. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, the offense is trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Here's Carr to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Headed outside, it's Hall. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Irish send out the punt unit. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And that one's too high, out of bounds, incomplete.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up any.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Here come the Irish back on offense. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football, and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. Usually brag about it, especially defensively. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense is able to go down the field and put up a touchdown, this could be a potentially 9 to 10 point swing based on your defense getting you that safety. You've got great field position now. You've got to take advantage.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Got a man. It's Hall.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He wants to go deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw again. Rushes on him. He's got the back in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Let's send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? They want that clock to run. Got a little grass. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. North Carolina will call it second timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. That is the final timeout for the Tar Heels. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Graham. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Lightning.